Hey, peeps, how's it going? Hope all is well today. We're back on PES 21 with our Crystal Palace Master League save here. Now that today we are at home first against Everton and away at Turf Moor against Burnley. We're currently in the January transfer window. Of course, I've been asking you guys for transfer suggestions, and we have a few people on our list that we're going for here. A few people, so we'll see what comes back our way and if we can actually make any signings or if we're going to be stranded without any new players. Play the intro, and I'll see you at Selhurst Park. Good afternoon and welcome all to Selhurst Park as Crystal Palace welcome Everton to their home stadium here. Everton currently in the top half, not doing as well as they would have been hoping. Same goes for the home side. Crystal Palace currently find themselves down in 16th position in the league so far. They kept it with their diamond formation. Both teams going with two up top, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin, a nice striking partnership for Everton. Edouard and Benteke keep their place in the starting lineup for Crystal Palace, with Wilfried Zaha playing on the left-hand side. Trip through ball already for Richarlison, who can control it nicely. Goes out to Demarai Gray, a rather quick attack from Everton. That one headed out only as far as Richarlison into Andros Townsend on his left foot, blocked, as is Richarlison with the follow-up shot. Corner kick here to Everton. Quick start from the away side as they attack down the left-hand side. Crystal Palace will be looking to turn things around from their poor first half of this season. Very poor display from them as Benteke here driving forward. First shot for Crystal Palace is just dragged wide by the striker. Of course, January transfer window is open. It is begun, and a few teams around the footballing market have already been making signings, selling players, and rebuilding their team. Crystal Palace so far been rather quiet, made no signings just yet. There's been murmurs left and right of potential signings for them in attack and defence mainly, but so far nothing has actually materialised. They still have the same 11 that they've been playing with. Demarai Gray, bad touch. Klein was on him, but luckily could get it away. And I think for Crystal Palace, I think signings would be crucial for them. I think bringing in new people. I mean, they brought in Luis Araujo at the beginning of the season as a free transfer, and although he hasn't been maybe the star player they thought he could be for them, he's been a good piece for them on this right-hand side. A good piece, bringing pace and experience for this Crystal Palace side, and not been a bad signing by any means. So just one or two pieces here and there really can make a difference to the teams, and especially in January, already halfway through, bringing in fresh talent and fresh legs to merge with a team can really help you propel you for the second half of the season. Everton playing the long game, trying to get up to both Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. That one almost finding its way through, but was eventually blocked. Terrible clearance from Tompkins. Here is Richarlison. Tompkins able to block that one, and Jack Butland can hold on. Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison there. You cannot be messing about in your own half. Two deadly strikers. They know how to score goals and know how to punish you for making mistakes. Ball into Hudson Edouard. Still a member of this Crystal Palace side. His shot is now blocked and can be held on by Jordan Pickford. And I say that because there's been a lot of talks about his spot at this Crystal Palace side and whether or not he has what it takes to be the starting striker for this team. Ball goes through to Gray, but Anderson is first to it. Throw into Everton. 20 minutes gone here. Not too many chances for either side. Really, a lot of them being blocked. The defence really the main players right now. The main focus of this match is which team is going to let in an attack first and get in behind that defence. So far, they've all been strong as that ball goes in. And, well, answering that question very quickly, Crystal Palace was the first team to let an attack come in, and Calvert-Lewin will be kicking himself at the fact that he's not celebrating right now. Amazing save by Jack Butland. But the striker really has to do better there. Lovely cross by Demarai Gray, and the Crystal Palace defence just really lackadaisical there. Now up to Zaha. First time pass into Edouard. Zaha kept on running. Tries to find Benteke instead. Is heavily cleared out over to James Tompkins. A lot of long passes by Everton. Of course, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin, two tall strikers, so you can see why they're trying to play in behind to them and hoof up to them, get the headers on and whatnot in the air. Really, two strikers great in the air, so it makes sense. For Crystal Palace is Wilfried Zaha. Been quiet so far. He's dispossessed easily by Townsend that time. Calvert-Lewin with Richarlison next to him, switching over to Demarai Gray. He's been the focus point for this Everton side so far, down this left-hand side. That cross rather wayward, but they keep attacking down this left-hand side with Demarai Gray up against Nathaniel Klein. They must sense a weak spot on this side. Edouard going down the opposite side with Wilfried Zaha. If you can cut inside on Seamus Coleman, he tries to it again. Townsend's there to help the right back out. Louis Araujo, lovely ball movement there, and the defender goes down. Araujo now in the box, going for goal at the near post, and I mean, you have to be getting that on target. It's on his weaker foot. He got really lucky with the two Everton players running into each other, not looking up Demarai Gray, and got in behind, got in the Everton box for the first time. Instead of going across, he goes for goal and hits the side netting, never really challenging Pickford from there. As they back out to Araujo with Michaelenko on him, but I think Louis Araujo may be able to keep it. Yeremina comes over to help and can hold on. Nice defence there. Again, the long ball up to Calvert-Lewin. Tompkins this time getting in front of the striker. Crystal Palace waking up a bit these past 5-10 minutes of this match. Since the Calvert-Lewin chance for Everton, as Calvert-Lewin is caught offside there, rather playing a high line Crystal Palace, which for them could be dangerous. I mean, we've seen a lot in the first half of the season. We've been speaking a lot about how leaky their defence has been, letting in passes in behind. So the Patrick Vieira maybe trying something different with a high line here. We'll see if it works. Here is Zaha up against Seamus Coleman again, coming back to his right foot. Blocked for a corner. First corner for Crystal Palace. They also have some good headers of the ball. Benteke being one of them, as he wins the header there, but easily saved by the goalkeeper. Down this right-hand side of Everton now, with Tompkins. Ball in, blocked a bit, and Wijndal eventually clears. Richarlison was lurking in behind. Eze now, about 5 minutes left of regular time in this first half. Benteke first-time pass up to Hudson-Odoi. Is now one-on-one with Jordan Pickford. Goes for goal quite awkwardly. And that is the biggest chance of the game, probably. Especially for Crystal Palace. Hudson-Odoi, the man that's been in the news for them this whole season so far. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Chance to put yourself one up just before half-time. And I don't know what instead of smashing it, he didn't smash it, he didn't place it. He sort of, I think he tried to do half and half. Tried to get it just in behind in the bottom corner. But right into Pickford. Terrible strike by the Frenchman. We'll think of the Calvert-Lewin chance for Everton. We'll think of the Hudson-Odoi chance for Crystal Palace. Neither scoring, which means this game is going to half-time 0-0 here at Selhurst Park. Big move for Patrick Vieira in the second half. Wilfried Zaha comes off for Jeffrey Schlupp on this left-hand side. Now, there's been a lot of offers for Wilfried Zaha in this January transfer window, but Patrick Vieira has made it clear to the Crystal Palace fans that he is not for sale and will not be leaving the team in this transfer window. I don't know if him taking him off is maybe something to do with the transfer window or not, but he goes off, as does Demarai Gray, who's been fantastic for Everton so far that first half. So, may just be a fitness thing, may just be tired legs, needs some fresh legs on, maybe a slight knock we don't know about, or maybe a tactical change altogether. But Zaha and Demarai Gray both off for their respective clubs. Alex Iwobi, his first touch is coming on, ball goes in. And Richarlison was there waiting to pounce, but caught up by Butland. The throw-out was pretty bad, though. Townsend with the interception. There is the ball back to Andros Townsend now, with Wijndal on him. Tackled, but Allen can hold on, the Everton captain. Louis Araujo in possession now after Nathaniel Klein with a tackle, and Crystal Palace may be pushing it for a counter-attack here as Klein's pass goes wayward. And again looking for Richarlison. Butland messes up, and oh, I thought that was going to be easy for Butland. That's why we stayed quiet. The chip-through ball went past Richarlison. I thought Butland had an easy ball to catch, and he let it fall, and Richarlison had an open goal, just miskicked it. Corner now in, Calvert-Lewin had an open header, but it's punched up by the goalkeeper. Well, Crystal Palace have caught some life there. I'm sure the fans were rather nervous as the ball fell to Richarlison. You don't expect him to mess up with it literally an open goal, but thankfully for them, he did. Townsend now, nice skill. Ball in, Anderson. I think with the last touch there against Calvert-Lewin. The captain will keep it in anyway. Schlupp now to Wijndal. Townsend again helping out defensively with the block, but Eze is going to keep it. Schlupp one more to Wijndal. Hudson-Odoi and Benteke in the box, but the cross is blocked before it can even get past the first defender. Now with Jeffrey Schlupp, going to absolutely let fly. That one goes over the bar. Second sub for Crystal Palace as Christian Benteke parts ways here. And Mateta comes on off the bench. He's had a few chances off the bench recently, but hasn't really been the goal scorer that Crystal Palace wanted him to be off the bench. He was always going to be a second option coming off the bench for this Crystal Palace side, but he's not really been getting the goals to get him anywhere near that starting lineup. Here is Slup, early cross. Mateta can't win the header. Alex Iwobi now. Calvert-Lewin running off ahead. Doucouré sees Calvert-Lewin, gets it into him, touch and shot, and Butland, great save. This time, Richarlison makes no mistake about it. Butland pushed it out. Richarlison stayed on the case and gets an absolutely fantastic goal for Everton here. Headed down by Calvert-Lewin. He wins the header and he just keeps running. Lovely ball by Doucouré. Took a touch, shot his block. Butland, reaction save. And I mean, as a goalkeeper, the first thing you're taught is when you make a save or push it out, you do not push it out into your 6-yard box. You have to push it either out for a corner or out of your box entirely. And right in the path of Richarlison. I mean, you can't, it's harder to miss from that distance, especially for a striker of his capabilities. And Everton take a 1-0 away lead here at Selhurst Park. Back heel to Eze, touch and shot. Again, dragged wide. Townsend, again looking for Richarlison. Butland this time quick off his line. Richarlison back heel to Townsend. Everton are looking to double their advantage here. Nice fake cross by Townsend. Can he get the proper cross off? He can. Anderson making sure it goes no further. 20 minutes left of game time here of regular time. And Everton are leading 1-0. They'll be happy with a big away win here to continue their form. Palace fans will not be travelling home happy from this one. I can assure you of that, as Calvert-Lewin's header is on target but saved by the goalkeeper. It's been a rough few months for Crystal Palace, just not really being able to get going under new management with some new players in as well. Everyone thought was hopeful of Patrick Vieira's. Richarlison has doubled the advantage, surely put this game to rest now, and scored an absolutely fantastic goal. Lovely ball by Allen. What a touchdown by Richarlison. Round the goal. I mean, to touch it without even looking at the ball like that on your first touch is just phenomenal from the striker. Perfectly weighted pass in behind. And look at this for a first touch. Round the goalkeeper. And then to finish while under pressure. It takes a world-class player to do that. And you're looking at him. I think tactical changes are imminent for Vieira starting the second half of the season. Again, like we spoke about, you always want to start the second half of the season strongly in January and get off the ground running. It's like starting the season fresh from the January transfer window. And there needs to be changes at Selhurst Park, maybe with personnel, with tactics, with whatever, but there needs to be changes if this form is going to continue. Kelly, touch and cross. Can't even beat the first defender. Richarlison stays on his feet. I thought that was going to be worse than it looked there, as Milicevic gets a first booking of this match, as he goes in hard in behind into Richarlison. Mateta now on the run against Holgate, has the pace against him. Is pushed out wide though, and Holgate does very well to keep up with a faster player there. 5 minutes left, and I truly think it is too little too late for this Crystal Palace side. I do not see them, in the way they've been playing, getting back into this game. They've just had no... same issue with them. They've just had no passion or motivation. Or even look like they've been getting close to scoring a goal. Other than that first... that one-on-one chance with Edouard. As you can see, all the players fall to their feet. They're just so frustrated, as is Patrick Vieira's. They keep knocking, but the chances are just not going on target. Elite edge of the box, let's fly. Again goes over, and you can just see what it means to them. It's been not a fun afternoon for the home side here today at Selhurst Park. Really not a fun afternoon. I think a lot of questions about Patrick Vieira are going to be asked, and a lot of questions about the players are going to be asked too. I think we're definitely going to see some tactical changes. Well, I think if they want changes, we're going to have to see some tactical changes going forward, because they cannot continue the second half of the season like this, or they could very well see themselves back in the Championship next season, dare I say. Full-time whistle, and the brace from Richarlison is what settles it. This one ends Crystal Palace 0, Everton 2. Right, we've got Burnley next, but I'm actually going to do something we've not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and skip the match, and whatever happens, happens, just because I have a little surprise for you. Hopefully we can get a win, which would be a nice... Oh, we actually do. We actually win 1-0. I don't know who scored, but at least we get a win. That might be the only way we can actually win is by skipping. But because it's January, I thought it might be nice. It might be fun just because there's some transfer news. Good afternoon, as we welcome you back to Selhurst Park here today. So we have Crystal Palace coming off a nice 1-0 away win against Burnley for them against Newcastle United coming to visit. Only a couple games left, a couple weeks left of the January transfer window as things start to boil down. And you may see some new faces for the home side as seen there. Patrick Vieira has finally made some signings in hopes of improving his team. Number 9, WERTHER WEBER joins the home team coming on loan from Manchester City. He does have an option to buy as well, but he is on loan for this season. Also on the right hand side, another signing. Both players on the right hand side, actually. Ben Arthur, Hatem Ben Arthur joins on the right hand side with Vreshliau. Don't know how you say that name. At right back, 3 new signings for Crystal Palace and for Patrick Vieira, as he hopes to have a better second half of the season than he did the first half of the season. As for Newcastle United and Steve Bruce, Callum Wilson is the lone striker with Willock and Hendrick in behind. A back 4 of Lewis, Lascelles, Shah and Trippier in front of Freddie Woodman. First time seeing the new signings for Crystal Palace. Very exciting for home fans here at Selhurst Park as Crystal Palace taking on Newcastle United live on NBC Sports. Great signings by Patrick Vieira. Ben Arthur comes in as a free agent, so he didn't cost anything. WERTHER WEBER, like we said, is on loan with I think it's a £57 million optional future fee. And then the right back from Atletico Madrid comes in also on loan until the end of the season. Smart of Vieira to make use of the loans. Will Hughes also getting a start here. Not really been talked about as much because of the new signings, but he's barely played this season. He gets a start. Here's Ben Arthur already making moves into the box. Ball goes into Zaha, but it's cleared swiftly away. Hopefully now, with these new players, new signings, it's something new for Crystal Palace, as I mean, they've been struggling this first half of this campaign. Got a nice away win against Burnley, 1-0, last time out, and look to continue that form here today at home for the home fans. I think bringing in Ben Arthur is a statement piece. They also needed more defence, which is why they brought in Vreshliau at right back, maybe looking at one or two more centre-backs to help out the back 4 as well. But I think bringing in Ben Arthur really shows that Louis Araujo is going to be moved to the bench now. Of course, both came in as a free transfer, but Louis Araujo coming in at the beginning of the season didn't really make the impact that Vieira was hoping for. Ben Arthur was also a free agent at the beginning of the season, but they chose Louis Araujo instead. So Ben Arthur comes in with a huge chip on his shoulder to show that they finally made the right choice in bringing him in, and probably should have started the season with him. A new number 9 for Palace as well is what they needed, and a new formation, going back to what they started the season with, the 4-3-3, only one up top, which means Edouard Benteke and Mateta are all on the bench. Zaha in 2 WERTHER WEBER. First touch for Crystal Palace there. Shot is blocked. Ball goes back into him. He's very good in the air, is WEBER. Very good as that one goes wide. He can get in behind, but that is where he's most deadly, in the air. The ball being crossed into him, and Ben Arthur is fantastic at getting down this wing and getting the cross in. He's not played football in a while, has Ben Arthur, been a free agent, but has another chance in the Premier League here with Crystal Palace to show that he still can play at the highest level football has to offer. Looking sharp so far in the first 15 here as well. Gallagher back in the starting lineup alongside Will Hughes in this centre-mid partnership. 1-2, but is intercepted. Corner in, not really cleared. Will Hughes will give chase. Kieran Trippier, another player, fantastic at crossing the ball in and gets that one in, but no Newcastle player is there. It's cleared only as far as Joe Willock. Isaac Hayden, 2 former Arsenal players. It's eventually taken away by Hatem Ben Arthur and up to WEBER. How good would it feel for these home fans? I think Selhurst Park might explode if WERTHER WEBER scores on his debut. They've been calling for a star striker, as their strikers, as Ben Arthur gets tackled there. Their strikers have not been scoring the goals that they were expecting from the likes of Hudson Edouard and Benteke. And to have a new striker, well, it's just very exciting. Here he is playing through Conor Gallagher. Swiped and the shot goes sailing over the bar. Nice build-up play as a lone striker, whether he can also create for those around him. And Conor Gallagher just going to keep it down. Crystal Palace, dare I say, looking the better of the 2 teams in this first half so far. Callum Wilson has had a good chance, but in terms of possession, passing, and being in the opposition's half, the home side are looking more confident than they have probably all season long. Ben Arthur through to WERTHER WEBER in the box, getting pushed off the ball by Lascelles. WERTHER WEBER goes down. Edge of the box. The Newcastle players can't believe they got a free kick off of that one. No card being shown, just a talking to as WERTHER WEBER looks all alright. Just 20 years of age is WERTHER WEBER, and he wants this free kick here. He wants to show the home fans what he's all about. Edge of the box, that one not really getting over the wall there. It's picked up on the right side. The early cross goes in, and before it can reach, WERTHER WEBER is headed out. Ben Arthur comes in at the age of 35, of course. He's rather old now, but he's on the older side, but can still do something for this home side as well. WERTHER WEBER's shot is saved by Woodman. 35 years of age, but he's still fully confident of his role in this team, and he still fully thinks that he can help this team out, as can the new right back, winning the ball back there and maybe playing WERTHER WEBER through a pass a bit too much, and Fabian Schär can get it away. Blocked by Milijovic into the path of WERTHER WEBER. Is hounded by the defender, can't hold on to the ball. And all the excitement of Hatem Ben Arfa, you forget that on the other half of the pitch, they have Wilfried Zaha still on the left-hand side. Been in some transfer news recently, but again, like we said before, Patrick Vieira adamant that he is keeping his side, keeping his place in this. Over to Wilfried Zaha. Half an hour gone here. WERTHER WEBER entering the box, ball goes in, is blocked. And I think of Zaha last, it's going to be a goal kick to Newcastle. Gallagher has Weber ahead of him. Will Hughes in the middle. Gallagher keeps going and goes for goal again. And just like the shot earlier, that one goes in the exact same place, over the bar. The brand new right side linking up here for Crystal Palace. Surely going to get across, and they do, and it's a bit too high for WERTHER WEBER. He's itching to get a header in that box. A ball played into him that can meet his expectations. He's waiting for it. Nice ball over to Murphy from Callum Wilson, stretching Crystal Palace quite wide, but Mitchell tracks back nicely. Ben Arfa with a challenge. And pushing the ball up here. Again, Weber ahead. Not the best of passes into him, though. About 5 minutes left of regular time here in the first half. And again, Crystal Palace have been controlling, I would say. They've had probably the better chances. Callum Wilson's being Newcastle's only chance of the first half, really. But the fact remains, it's still 0-0 here. So they can have as much possession as they like, the home side. If they're not scoring, nothing has changed. That'll be the main thing the home fans are waiting for, is to start dominating matches, start getting ahead early, and not leaving it too late to the point where they have to push all out. 1 minute of stoppage time here. Can we see one last attack before the whistle's blown? WERTHER WEBER against Lascelles, losing out. And any time now will be the halftime whistle. There it is, 0-0 at the break. Wilfried Zaha now on this left-hand side. You know he likes to cut in and go for goal, and drags that one wide, going for the near post. Jack Wilshere warming up on the sideline and entering this game for Will Hughes. It's nice to see Will Hughes get some game time, get a start. We haven't seen him play for this Crystal Palace side barely at all this season, but he's only going to play the first 49 minutes or so as Jack Wilshere makes his appearance in this one. Nice pass up to Hendrick. Has Callum Wilson square. Goes to Callum Wilson with the long shot. What a finish. Selhurst Park is stunned. Nice build-up play by Newcastle. Crystal Palace just could not get the ball, and into Hendrick. Passes across. First time shot. Mitchell was there, missed the block, and Butland beat into the spot. What a finish by Callum Wilson. Who else for this Newcastle side, really? As he wallops it home. Well, new signings, new formation, same results for Crystal Palace. Creating some chances, not getting the goals, and conceding first as well. The Weber goes down in the box, calling for a penalty, none is given. He gets up, pass back to Conor Gallagher, and they react straight away. Newcastle were barely up for even a minute. Patrick Vieira urging his team on. Played into Weber, he went down. Fantastic resilience from the young striker to get back up. Lay off Gallagher, the midfielder. Touch and shot right in the bottom corner. Great finish and great effort from WERTHER, WEBER and Crystal Palace to not give up after going to go down and equalising minutes after. St. Maximin in behind, and this is what he's good at. Getting in behind, using his pace. Has Trippier alongside him, just kept that one in. Mitchell with a tackle, Newcastle throw. Trippier tackled by Mitchell, and Kieran Trippier now out of possession and position. Mitchell pushing it still into WEBER. Is tackled by the defender, but Gallagher, the goal scorer, fights for it, and it's going to be another Crystal Palace free kick on the edge of the box, I think. Joe Willock giving this one away, and no, it's given to Newcastle instead. I think Gallagher was actually the man that got blown for the whistle there. How's Wilfried Zaha turn and shot deflects? Oh, just over the bar. I thought the deflection could be worse there for Newcastle. Zaha just lurking on the edge of the box. He cuts back here, loses defender, touch and shot. And the Newcastle defender deflected, and Woodman was off his line. That could have been worse for the away team there. Corner given. Gallagher takes into WEBER, who jumps higher than Lascelles. We said at the beginning of the program he's fantastic in the air, wins that one, but Woodman can hold on. WEBER up there all alone, has Ben Arthur alongside him and just can't get out of his feet in time. St. Maximin up to Callum Wilson, bad pass back. Gallagher will take that one. Over to WEBER. Mitchell. Zaha a bit more centrally now. Good tackle by Isaac Hayden. I think both teams really going to start going for it now. Maximin on to Wilson. Where he going to get there first? Up to Ben Arthur. Wins the header. Nicely onto WEBER. Over to the right-hand side now. Wilfried Zaha alone in the box. If you can get across, and you can. And if Lascelles misses that, Zaha is 1-on-1 with pretty much an open goal. Ben Arthur into where the WEBER touches it up. Goes for the wonder strike. And that one sails over the bar. Could you imagine the stadium if that one went in? Eze checks in for Gallagher. Gallagher scoring the equaliser. Had a great game so far for Crystal Palace. He's been non-stop running in that midfield, but maybe going for a bit more creativity with Eze. Just fresh legs in the middle too. Here is his first touch. Nice turn into Zaha, who looks a bit tired. But he will not give up for this home team. WEBER was running through, dispossessed. Eze bad pass. Mitchell wasn't ready, and it goes out for a throw. A lot of tired legs for Palace. They have been relentless. This game, they really want the 3 points to show that these new signings can actually make a difference to carry on this season. They really want the win. WEBER's got into nice positions. Had some nice chances. Of course, no goal for him just yet. He does get an assist, though. Here's Zaha. Now in the box. Left foot across into WEBER. Goes for the block. Doesn't get it. Rebound shot wide by Ben Arthur. It turned into a mess as Zaha got the crossing. Whether WEBER went for a cheeky flick. Ben Arthur can't get that one. You have to get that on target. Maybe use your weak foot if you have to. He could have been the hero on his debut. But I think despite the result, whatever happens in these last 15-20 minutes here, Patrick Vieira has to be pleased with his new signings. They've played fantastically on their debuts. Kieran Trippier goes for goal. And, well, I mean, if that went in, I would have shut me right up. They've played fantastic, the three new signings. Of course, you want to bring home the 3 points in your debut, and especially in front of your home fans, but there's still 10 minutes to play. Still a full possibility. Eze, pass blocked. They've just looked like a completely new team, Crystal Palace, which is what they've wanted with these new signings. Creating chances, attacking the opposition, not sitting back. WEBER with a nice touch. He's through on goal, goes for goal, and drags it wide. That's the chance. That is the chance for WERTHER WEBER. Araujo on for Ben Arthur. He's met with applause as he goes off. Fantastic debut from Hatem Ben Arthur. Him and Zaha have been working so hard down the swings. They both look knackered, but one of them had to go off, and it was Ben Arthur as ball played through. And Maximin is not who you want running it behind. Callum Wilson. Can he ruin the pie? Strikes the post. Back out to St. Maximin. Ball goes in. And speaking of how good the new signings have been, Callum Wilson almost ruined the home party for them, the home debut. Strikes the post. Eze and Wilfried Zaha double teaming to win the ball back. Here is Eze pushing it up. Has WERTHER WEBER with him. Tries to find Eze through, is blocked. 5 minutes to play. Callum Wilson turning James Tompkins. Could be in a dangerous area here. Forced to make an awful pass. Goes out for a throw. Has Zaha in support. 1-2 wind out. But with Maximum on you, you're not going to win in a foot race. And there it is. Apparently a free kick given. in a dangerous area. Can put this in a nice position. Eze steps over it. A striker needs to run onto it. The striker is where the way by. That's a touch. It's saved by Woodman. 89th minute. Well, that would have been how you wanted to end this game if you're Crystal Palace and WERTHER WEBER. Freddie Woodman with a massive save. WERTHER WEBER was so close. Ball hoofed up to WEBER. Gets the header down to Jack Wilshere. Crystal Palace have to keep composure here. Eze. Back up to WEBER. You know he wants to get on his right foot, and as did Manquillo as he's blocked the attack there. And Newcastle maybe getting the last attack here. As Ryan Fraser finds us 1-on-1 with Jack Butland. Cuts inside, and Tompkins, great tackle. There's a bit of confusion. Finally held on to it, and I think that's going to be all. Butland kicked up. Oh, it's a bad kick, and it's intercepted, and it's a through ball. Fraser again 1-on-1. Goes for goal and drags it wide. Last kick of the game. Both teams had a chance. WERTHER WEBER will not be pleased at the fact that he could have won it in the 89th minute on his debut. This one is Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle United 1. Even when we dominate, we still can't win. We find ourselves 15th. Oh, man. Well, WERTHER WEBER's joined. A nice little surprise. If you're not familiar with WERTHER WEBER, well, you better get familiar. He's on the channel. 21 mil bid for Hudson-Odoi. I mean, we do need money now. I'll tell you what, Hudson-Odoi is going to Brighton. He's going. We have a lot of salary. 25 mil. We can make some more signings in January. Let me know who you want to sign. But there you go. If you have enjoyed and you're excited that WERTHer WEBER is. I don't know how you say the right back, by the way. Can someone let me know in the comments down below how you say the right back? It's like Slauklo or something. I don't know how you say it. That's going to be the end of this one. Next episode, we have Tottenham and Norwich. I might do Tottenham and Arsenal. Next episode, we may sim Norwich. We're going to do Tottenham and Arsenal, 2 away games, because we have 2 home games today. Have an hour, Austin's regents-k-i-d, and I'm signing up. Bye for now. Much as always, take care, and peace.
I can't believe this kid, man. Stand up for an idiot kid. Slaps here, man, get murked. 2 paintings in a whip, I'm a regents kid in the back like Donny Demur. Sat in the back like Donny Demur. I think the blonde thing's feeling Harry. He in the middle, he putting in work. Coming like something like coffee Kawasi. If he up top, then he's scoring a hattie. Same way he does when a man plays clubs. This year the Brody hit 10k. Next year that's 50,000 subs, I swear.